Hello and welcome to the channel in this sort of compilation video of Cornwall's harbour towns. Now these are 5 of my favourite places to be. Now over the sort of last year I've visited them, some of them by bus, some of them by ferry and some of them by train, some by all 3 together. So sit back and enjoy. Let's start one of Cornwall's most famous harbour villages, Polperro.
Polperro is a car-free centre. Park outside of Cornwall and just strolling. Walking in offers various establishments designed to tickle your taste buds and lighten your wallet. Polperro Harbour is a charming horseshoe-shaped haven where colourful fishing boats rest at low tide, surrounded by centuries-old cottages that reflect the village's rich maritime and smuggling heritage. Beyond the village lies the sea. Catch the ocean sparkle, watch seabirds glide and feel the Atlantic breeze. Don't forget to stop at the beach, tucked behind the harbour wall. In the 18th century, Polperro thrived on smuggling. Visit the Museum of Smuggling and Fishing. The history there adds a touch of mystery to the village's peaceful vibe. Wee Willie Wilcox was a legendary local smuggler who, according to local tales, used a sea cave beneath the cliffs to hide his contraband. Next to Willie's cottage is the Blue Peter Inn, affectionately known as the Blue, an 18th century pub originally frequented by fishermen and smugglers. The pub's name is likely derived from the maritime signal Blue Peter, which indicates our ship's readiness to sail. I had to go in and have a half. It would have been rude not to. And here we are on 4th Street, the High Street. Why not put something in the local economy and buy something? Spend some time wandering around the narrow lanes. Though I wonder how the locals cope without actually being able to get a car down these lanes. Let's see what these guys have spotted. A picture perfect view. You'll find a few more views along this street. On the Warren, you'll find Shell Cottage, now a Grade 2 listed building. Between 1937 and 1942, retired naval seaman Samuel Clee meticulously decorated the facade. The house of props here dates back to the 16th century and was constructed with salvaged ship timbers. And under it, you'll find this gorgeous little river which runs straight into the harbour. At the side of the harbour, you'll find the Land of Lost Street. It's a mix of shops and restaurants and bars. Whilst this restaurant is called Nelson's, there is no indication that Admiral Nelson ever visited Polperro. Opposite you'll find this little square and it also connects you back onto the High Street. Why not visit the model village?
Next up is Charlestown, which is known for the location of the TV series Poldark. Also, I believe Pirates of the Caribbean have been shot there, as well as other numerous places. So if you look for somewhere that's a bit historical, I've got that sort of smuggler pirate sort of feel going on. Charlestown is a place you want to be. The village and harbour here was developed in the 18th century by Sir Charles Rashleigh. Obviously, you can tell was Charlestown was named after. Let's check out the sea views.
The pier house was formerly known as the Charlestown Hotel and was built in 1794.
Let's head down to the harbour.
The BBC TV series Polperro was filmed here in Charlestown.
If you're enjoying the video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Behind these small doors, china clay would have been held before being loaded and transported around the world. Get a slice of history by visiting the museum. Don't forget to check out the craft workshops when you visit. Let's end our time with some great views.
Next up is Fowey. Perfect Cornish harbour village, brilliant views. Lovely little trip you can take across the Polperro on the other side from there. Perfect for a day trip out.
Let's start on 4th Street, the local high street.
It's a narrow street filled with a variety of shops. There's bakeries, restaurants, bars, coffee shops, as well as lots of independent quirky shops. There's something for everyone. Head round the corner to North Street, where you'll find some great views of the river. Maybe indulge yourself in a snack or two. Looking across the river from here, you can see Seaside, Daphne du Maurier's home, the famous authoress who, amongst other things, wrote Jamaica Inn. Meanwhile, at the harbour,
If you're in Cornwall, you've got to have a Cornish pasty. And how about that, eh? That was it, spot. Sorry for talking my mouthful.
after that pasty, I need a half to wash it down. Cheers. What better? A pint of Cornish lager. At the Lugger. The beaten heart of Fowey is this beautiful harbour alive with fishing boats, yachts and ferries crossing to nearby Polperro. This natural deep water harbour has connected Fowey to the world since medieval times. At the side of the harbour, you'll find the aquarium. Inside, you'll find examples of the local marine life. We're now leaving the harbour behind to have a wander up Lothwell Street. Here, you'll find some craft and art shops. We've now just turned onto Esplanade Street, which will take us to Ready Money Cove. From here you'd also find a slip road that takes to the Mevagissey ferry. As we head back up, let's just take a moment to enjoy some of the views. At the end of the esplanade, you'll find Ready Money Cove. Let's take a look. A perfect place for a dip or a swim, or a place to relax. Out the side you'll find this little viewpoint, perfect just for having a seat and just taking the views.
Okay, time to head off to Mevagissey. Now, Mevagissey is always busy, especially around the harbour with boats coming and going.
Join me as I explore this village, which is to some extent frozen in time. Now this is still a working harbour, with catch being caught daily. Now when this place was merely a fishing village, sardines would have been the main catch. Today's catch is sold here at the fish market. But they don't just catch fish, they catch tourists as well. So why not take the opportunity and grab yourself a seat on a boat, take a little wander, a little Miranda round the harbour and out to sea for a while. You could take the ferry to Fowey, or if you're adventurous, why not try this speedboat? Or maybe a gentle sail along the coast.
We'll go on this first.
Looking to eat out? Around the harbour you'll find everything from pasties to oysters, ice cream to crab sandwiches. I'm feeling a bit peckish myself, so I think it's time for me to grab a pasty.
This way.
Cool, thanks mate. Okay, we have a pasty. Now, let's try and find somewhere to eat it quietly, away from the seagulls. Well, one in Cornwall, you've got to have a pasty, haven't you? It's a bit hot at the minute. This is a steak medium, £4.95, just so you know. Okay, right, I shall eat this without hopefully interruption by seagulls, so see you when I'm finished. Isn't this a perfect spot to enjoy your lunch? It's nearly gone. So after that pasty, I need a bit of refreshment. It's a bit hot out there and I need to cool down. So in the pub I am, the Fountain, I grab a cold Coke just to be good since I'm filming. Okay, a lager may follow afterwards. Step away from the harbour and wander up Mevagissey's hilly lanes. They are lined with colourful cottages, perfect views of the harbour and the centre of the sea. Back down by the harbour, the shops offer everything from nautical gifts to handmade art. Why not lighten your wallet? Want to find out more about Mevagissey? Want to pop into the local museum. Only £2 admission. And don't forget to check out the aquarium. Don't miss the walk to the outer harbour wall. From here the views stretch across the bay.
Now our next stop is Looe, next to Harbour town. It's also a seaside town, which is quite popular, especially in the summer. And you may also recognise it standing in for Shipton Abbott in the popular TV series Beyond Paradise.
Welcome to Looe, a popular seaside town in Cornwall. We're starting off on the quieter west bank before crossing the bridge and heading into town. Let's explore the busy town before we head off down to the beach. I wander around the back streets. Heading upriver to get the train back home.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of the harbour towns. Now, if you've been to any of these places, drop me a line, tell me what you think of them. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you can. And I'll catch you next time on my next adventure, wherever it may be. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.